What is a wrongful death case? A wrongful death case is when an individual is killed as a result of someone else's negligence or liability. The surviving family of the decedent is entitled to recover monetary compensation for the wrongful death of their relative. The rights to recover for wrongful death are made possible by the statutes in Virginia. In the old days, at common law, there was no right to recover for somebody else's death, because that right to recover ended at the death of the family member. Sadly, here at Kalfus and Nachman, we have to represent many families recovering for the wrongful death of another family member. Our lawyers and staff are specifically trained in the laws controlling these types of claims and on the topic of grief and loss. It is an extremely difficult time for families. Many times, following the death, making a claim is the least thing on their mind, as the most important thing to do is to give their family members a proper funeral and burial. However, the grieving of this loved one continues to move forward. It is important to consult with an attorney to find out the family's rights when there is the wrongful death of another family member. It matters whether the decedent had a last will and testament or not. The courts will have to appoint someone as the administrator of the decedent's estate, and that is the person who will have to institute the wrongful death claim against the negligent party who caused the death. Virginia is different than many states, as other states will allow the distribution of the wrongful death proceeds to follow how the will distributes the funds. Other states follow a legal principle of intestate succession, which means the distribution of funds when a person does not have a will. Virginia is completely different and has its own structure of who is entitled to recover wrongful death proceeds following a death. Virginia is also different as to the elements of damages and loss that can be recoverable. Specifically, Virginia does not allow for pre-death pain and suffering of the decedent. However, Virginia does allow for recovery of sorrow, mental anguish, and solace, which may include society, companionship, comfort, guidance, kindly offices, and advice of the decedent, loss of income from the decedent, and funeral expenses, and even punitive damages. One of the most important features of a wrongful death case is the fact that the wrongful death proceeds pass outside of the estate of the decedent, which means whatever money that is collected for the wrongful death does not go to satisfy the general debts of the estate. All of this may sound confusing, especially in the days and weeks following the loss of a loved one. And that is why it is important to contact an experienced attorney that has handled many wrongful death claims.